Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. I want you all to get ready with me so that we can look nice together. Anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm going to go in straight in with a primer. I'm using this one from Illamasqua. I've already taken the cap off, but anyway, there you go. It says Illamasqua. And I'm just going to, it's like a gel, and it comes with like this little tiny spatula. And so I'm just going to put some of this primer on, and it doesn't take much. I think I just dropped it on my shirt too. Yep, there it is. Making a mess. Anyway, let me just... It's one of those primers that it's hydrating, but it helps, blur things too. So we're going to get these areas here that need blurring. I'm almost kind of scared to put it on. It's going to fall all over the place. Anyway, it's a really nice primer. Let me just spread it real quick. It feels like a serum when you put it on, and it just feels really nice. Put what's left over right up here. It's cloudy and it's been raining again. This is like the 5th day in a row. It's not like thunderstorms. It's like those rain showers that are real soft and gentle, and you just know that the earth is getting a good drink of water. Okay, so I'm going to put this up. And while that soaks in, I probably didn't need primer on my neck, but anyway, I usually apply foundation down there, so I don't know why I wouldn't put it down there. Okay, so let's go in with a foundation. Let me use this one from Fenty. I really like this. It's a bit like on the yellow side, but it's a thin formula, and so you can get some pretty decent coverage without feeling like you're overdone, cakey and all that. So I'm just gonna let me use a sponge here. This little sponge, I should have probably put some water in it, but I feel like I get more full coverage when I use a dry sponge. But I know it's not good for the sponge. So I have to make sure and, wash the sponge after I apply, when the makeup session's over. So, see, it's really nice and thin, this foundation is. And so you feel like your skin looks like skin and not all cakey and everything. Okay, now let me go on with some concealer. I'm going to use this one from Yensa, the BC concealer. I love this one. It really brightens. I didn't sleep too hot last night, and it's because I took a big fat nap yesterday in the evening. I lay down about 5:30, took a nap, slept till almost 8 o'clock. It was like 7:45 when I woke up. Just in time for me to get ready for my Sunday night live stream. And so then I was awake till like 2 o'clock in the morning because I'd had that nap. And then my husband's off work today, And so, you know, we like to get a decent start on the day because we had a lot to do. It's that time of year where we have to renew the tags on the car, and had to pay some bills and run a couple of errands. And then, of course, he has to get in the bed early today because he goes back to work early in the morning. He has to get up at 1:30 in the morning to go to work. So, you know, with all of that in mind, you know, I slept from 2 to like 7:30. That was it. All right, now I'm going to go in with some powder. I've got this OPV powder here. It's a setting powder, and I'm going to just pop some in the cap, and I'm going to use this little puff and just rub it on the back of my hand and then set underneath my eyes. And get this part of my nose and stuff really good. Make sure the places where the foundation breaks up is right there where I have the most oil. And it's not that my skin is really oily. I have combination skin, and this time of the year when the weather's changing, you know, it's not as heavy as it is in the summer, but I still have oil that pulls up. Okay, and then with what's left over on the powder puff, I'm just gonna get rest of the face. Anyway, I didn't even use all that, so I'm just gonna pop it back into the cap, into the container, and we're done with that. Okay, now let's do brows. I'm still working on this little bitty brow gal pencil. I really like this. I'm going to have to buy another one. And it's one of those pencils that just lasts and lasts and lasts. And you don't have to sharpen it, but maybe like, you know, once every couple weeks. Sometimes not even that often. And so, because you don't have to sharpen it very often, you know, the pencil is pigmented. You can use a light touch. And there is a spoolie, which this spoolie right here is probably seen better days, but it still works. And I like to just draw it on and then smooth it out to make it look a little bit, you know, more natural looking. And then I try to get them to look as much alike as possible. They grow different, but, you know, I think that's the way most everybody's eyebrows are. They grow different. So we do our best to make them look, you know, somewhat alike. I call them my sisters because they're never identical, but they are related. All right, let me just comb that through. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now let me use a little brow gel. I like this one from Trace Loose. It's clear, and I like this wand. It picks up the product pretty good, and I can set my brows in place fairly easy with a light touch, and it holds them in place really well without making them feel crunchy. there's that. Not anything too fussy. All right, now let me show y'all this bronzer. This bronzer from Cosmetics, it's called Mineral Glow. It's a beautiful compact. It's a bit on the darker side for me. It's called Illuminating Bronzer 3088 Mineral Glow. And I just use a light fluffy brush and just tap into it real light. And it smells like chocolate. It's wonderful. And I'll just put a little bronzer. Bring some color, you know, back to the face. Not anything too dramatic, because this color right here can get carried away really quick. But I do want to cut these cheeks, chisel them out. And bring some, you know, dimension to the face. My hair is in my way. I should have put a headband on. Anyway, cutting corners. And then, of course, you can always build this up if you want to. Okay, and now just a little bit on the jawline. Just to help out the double chin situation. To minimize that. Just something really light. And that is that. Okay, let's put some eyeshadow primer on. Give that a chance to settle on my eyelids. This is from the Beauty Crop. It's called Stuck on You. It's the one that I always use. There are others that are out there that I really enjoy. The one from Ace Beauty, they no longer sell it. They're rebranding, and they've got everything that's left in stock on clearance. And so I'm waiting to see what kind of products that they're going to have, you know, once they come out with a new an improved version of the, you know, the rebrand. Okay, I've got the inner corner there pretty good. All right, now I want to use a couple of products today that I really haven't used before. Some things that are new in my collection. One of them is this little blush from Eloise. It's kind of a dusty, peachy pink. And let me grab this blush brush right here. This is from Lorella. It's the LC05. And it's perfect for this pan. And so my skin looks really fair with this particular foundation. So I'm just enhancing the color on my face with this blush, you know, the fairness of my skin. And I'm just going to put a little on my chin just to make me look alive. And then a little on the temple. And I like to use X's and O's on the apples of the cheeks, and, you know, just apply the blush like that. Anyway, that's really subtle. It's really light. It's really pretty. It's a matte blush. Let me see if I can't tie my hair back just a little bit better. I'm filming on my Amazon Fire Pad, which My husband likes to watch movies on it and stuff, TV shows, when he has free time. So I'm gonna turn this right over to him as soon as I get through here. Enjoy Javy, y'all. I'm drinking a Javy coffee. Okay. Today, y'all, I'm going to just do a neutral look. I'm using this palette from Lurella. It's called On the Edge, Volume 2. I never did get Volume 1. It's got a nice, big, heavy mirror in here. And so anyway, it's a palette that's full of neutrals. And I thought maybe I would add like a pop of color to this. So we're just going to start out with a pretty neutral shade. It's called Spooked, right here at the top. And I'm just going to throw this in the crease. And I'm going to do like a, 2-3 mats here. And then put a pop of color somewhere under the lash line or on the lid or something. Eyeliner, whatever. So this is a pretty neutral shade. You could go with warms or cools with this one. It looks really cool tone on me. Okay, now the other eye. This is the first time I've used this palette. I've had it for a couple months, and I just really haven't had a chance to do any fall looks yet. And so that's kind of where my head's at today, is just like breaking into some neutral or fall type looks. And, bring on the browns and the burgundies and the purples and, those fall olive greens and, those kind of colors. Okay, that looks pretty even. It's not too scary. I don't want to get scary. Alright, let me grab another brush here. Let's use this one, the Lurella LC24. It's smaller, but still fluffy. Let me make sure I've got... Okay, let me find let's find a really pretty warm one that's not too dark. Let's see. I think I'm going to go into this shade here called Impulsive. That looks pretty. So this brush, even though it's fluffy, it picks up product really well. And it's going to add an element of warmth to the look. That other shade was almost kind of grayish looking. I thought it was going to be more neutral, but it was really kind of on the cool side. Okay, so we're just going deep into the crease and smoking it up. Yeah, I like this. And then I'm just going to add a little more out here on this outer V and just deepen that up. With that same shade. And just smoke it up right here on the outside. So that's nice. That looks pretty nice. Oh, so anyway, y'all have to let me know what's happening with you. You got a busy week going on. If you're like us, it's like the end of the month. I'm filming on Monday, the 30th. Today's the last day of September. And so anyhow, you know, the month's fixing to start a brand new month tomorrow. So we're just trying to, you know, pay some bills before the first rolls around, you know, the deadline. And, you know, run errands. And I think today was actually the last business day to renew the tags, because they were due at the end of September. So we were, you know, pushing it there on that deadline. Normally we take care of it before now, but we just didn't do it this time. My husband's been really busy. He's traveled quite a bit over the last month or so, and in fact he's been gone almost every weekend. But anyway, he was home this weekend, and we had a relaxing Saturday. Stayed at home pretty much all day long. And then went to the grocery store Sunday. And we, you know, went to church. And then I took a big fat nap Sunday afternoon. We had a late dinner. That's kind of uneven. Let me work on that just a little bit more. I think I may have over blended it. I'm not sure. So, but anyway, all in all, it was a relaxing weekend, and I've just enjoyed having him home. And then Sweet Pea, with all the rain and everything, usually, you know, if it's storming, she'll run into the bathroom and hug the bathtub. Something about the indoor plumbing makes her feel safe. I guess she feels like there's going to be a great big wind or something, and the walls come down, you know, that the plumbing would remain. I don't know what dogs think. Anyway, it's some kind of instinct that they have. But this rain was like those steady, you know, gentle rains, almost like a spring rain. But so she just wanted to stay close, you know, to me. So she was okay. Okay, so there's that color. It's not perfect, but I'm pretty well satisfied. Okay, now I want to find like a purple. I have a purple here in this ColourPop palette. It's called Cashmere Forever. This little, it's like a 5-pan palette, and it's really pretty. Really pretty colors. But anyway, that purple right there on the end, it's called Fifth Avenue, and I'm going to use that same brush. And wow, I think it's coming up onto the brush really. So let me just put it right there on the lid. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like fall. And I'm going to carry it up into the crease just a little bit to mix with that brown. Oh yeah. And even that shade that's out there in the outer V. So this is going to be like a purplish brown smoky eye. I really didn't have that planned. I just knew that I wanted to use neutrals with a pop of color. I think I've only used these this 5-pan palette maybe once before. So it's good to use it again. Okay, now going up into the crease. That's pretty bright. So it almost looks like a black eye. Okay, let me grab that other brush that I started with and let me go back into that. Let me set this purple aside just for a second. And let me go back into the palette, and I want to blend all this really, really good. And so I'm going to go back into that shade, Impulsive. And I'm going to use a fluffy brush, this LC10, the one that I actually started with the transition color. But I'm going to use this brush on this color this time, and I'm going to just tap. I'm going to like transition this purple and just kind of blend all that together. And smooth all that out. See, that looks a lot better. I think Sweet Pea climbed into the chair on the opposite end of that table and curled up. She's taking a nap. I can hear her snoring. It's her way of staying close, I guess. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Okay, now I want to put something underneath the lash line. And I think I'm going to do something kind of grunge-like, you know, like 90's grunge. So I'm going to take this shade Feisty right here. It's like a really dark brown. And I'm going to use this little detail brush from Complex Culture. And I'm going to create like a faux eyeliner. Just underneath the lash line. And we're going to just carry it out here. And I'm not trying to keep the line too skinny, because I really want this to show up. And we're just going to extend it out here. Just like a line. And that just really brings out the blue in my eyes. Okay, now this eye. I could have used purple underneath here, but I think with too much purple, it makes you look like you've been in a fight. Or at least that's how I feel whenever I wear it. A little bit more. Get that wing going. This is the way we did it in the 90s. We've got some good grunge going on with the faux eyeliner thing. So, okay, now for a shimmer. Let me grab a flat brush here. And in the palette, there's really not that many shimmers. There's only 5 to choose from. These ones right down through here. So for the look that I'm using today, I think the second one, it's called Grave. It's like a taupey kind of a gold. Let me swatch it for you so you can see it. It's like a orangey kind of a gold topper shade. Anyway, that's where my head's at. And we'll just pop that right here on the lid. I don't know. I may have to, yeah, let me use my finger. And just illuminate like a little spotlight there. Right in the center. And even though this has orange in it, it's not really showing up orange on my eye. But those silvery gold, you know, specks is what's really popping. Okay. Very good. Yeah, that's good right there. Okay, now let's put this palette up out of the way. Lots of pretty colors in this palette. Those grays are attractive to me for like a smoky eye, you know, kind of a fall smoky eye. Let me set this right there. That is a nice little palette, y'all. Anyway, you see that's kind of a mixed in with the purple on my finger. So when you mix those colors together, you know, you can see it's a warm tone. So anyway, it just kind of keeps things warm. Okay, so that's that. And I'm only using the one color in this palette, just that one purple called Fifth Avenue. That was fun. Okay, so let me go off camera and I'm going to work on lashes and then we'll be back and we'll do highlighter and lips together. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I did my lashes. I'm testing out this FanFest mascara by Benefit. And so far it's working out pretty good for me. And then, of course, I put on a pair of lashes. I got these off of Amazon. Kiro Miro. Anyway, it's hard to pronounce. But anyway, I love these lashes. I trimmed them on both ends. And I've been wearing them. I've gotten multiple uses. And so now I'm ready for lips. I'm going to go on with this Lorella Peanuts lip liner. It's a really pretty brown. And then I've got a ColourPop lipstick. It's called Bloom to Bloom. It's a really pretty brownish nude. And since we're doing 90s grunge, I'm going back to the 90s with the brown lip liner. Okay, there's a sharpener in the bottom of this, which is kind of handy. Anyway, this is a really pretty color. It's like a warm brown. I don't think I'm going to put on any lip gloss today. But I do want to put on a little highlighter. So let me find a good one here. Let's go. Here's one from Kavos that I've been enjoying. It's got these two lighter shades here are the ones that I've been drawn to the most. So I'm going to use, let me find a pretty clean brush here. And I'm going to use the lighter one here, this light champagne colored one for today. And I'm going to put just a little bit of a inner corner highlight. I really like this little palette. It gives a nice little pop, as you can see. And then for the cheeks, I'm going to grab this little brush here. This is just a little Wet n Wild brush that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to pop a little highlighter on the cheeks. Not too much though. I really like the soft look that my face has because of that primer. That primer really creates a really soft look. So anyway, emphasizing the fairness of my skin. That's beautiful. That highlighter right there is beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to do a highlighter up above my brow bone today. But this is the look, y'all. Let me spray it down. I'm going to go in with the item One Hit. I just keep on using it. And let me cover up my lashes. Whew. So let's fan that dry. The one thing about setting spray, especially illuminating setting spray like that, it really brings out the highlighter. So anyway, not a bad look. Maybe next time I can find a more cool toned brown lipstick. Anyway, I love this blush with the foundation that I used today. That is just, and that primer, all of that together with the powder, it's just a really nice, soft, you know, just made my skin look really like a porcelain doll almost. So that was really cool. Okay, there you go. That is the look. Y'all have to let me know, all you purple lovers out there ought to be loving this look, that's for sure. And I like it. I'm going to wear it all day long while my husband's off work today. We're going to enjoy each other's company and hang out, and he's going to, all the business is taken care of for the day. So now we've got leftover fried chicken in the refrigerator and coleslaw and stuff, and we're just going to eat leftovers out of the refrigerator and watch movies and just hang out and enjoy each other's company. So anyway, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up on the video, please, and let me hear from you down in the comments, and I'll be chatting back with you. We say thank you very much. All right, I'll take some pictures. That way y'all can see everything close up at the end. I love y'all. God bless you today is my prayer. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.